Let's see if we can get this to sit up a little bit. Hold on. Give me a second. Fix this thing. Wow, it's really bright right here. I'm gonna set that right there like that. Now I can see. Hold on one second. We're gonna fix this. Well, we'll see. Maybe. Maybe we'll fix it. Maybe we won't. Maybe. Let's see. Is that a little bit better? Yeah, now I can see you guys. Hi, happy Easter, Charlie. How are you? My hair is in its own world today. I've been trying to do stuff with it, but like, look at this mop. I can't do anything with this. Sorry, don't mind that my little light is on. It's because I have the door open because it is hot outside. But Sarah's watching a program right now, so I don't want to have her have to like mute it. I'm doing good, actually. I am very tired. We are in our new location, so, which is right by the main road. But it's fine with me. Like, we're so close to the bathrooms. The river is right next to us over here. But we actually, the funny part is the space we're in, technically you're supposed to like have the RV turn the other way, but because it is so, like, the sun hits the one side so much, don't worry about it. My hands are clean. I've also got sanitizer right here. So if I touch my face, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, yesterday was gorgeous, like sunny and gorgeous, and then today same way. We have a new space now. We have a tree smack in the yard, grass, so the dogs now have grass and a tree, and we went and got them a little swimming pool yesterday. Here, I'll actually show you guys real quick. Hold on. Oh, that's gonna get hot sitting right there. So they've got their swimming pool, they've got a tree, we got this whole area. That's actually on the outside of the fence, if you guys are wondering. So we actually have the RV facing the opposite direction. So we're facing like the main road. And then this way we had the hookups over here, but everything's going underneath the RV and then to the other side. So I don't care if anybody sees that. But, and then Danny's having a flip out. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to actually set up the thing in the window because the sun is going to be beaming on my phone and we don't want that. So hold on a second. I'm going to sit you guys down for a moment. Hold on. Don't freak out. Don't go anywhere. Give me like 2 seconds. Oh, come on. Get up there. Okay. We'll try that. Where did the thing just go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, we'll set this here underneath like we had it, and that should help set you guys right there. There we go. So ta-da, that'll work. It's not the best setup, but it'll work. But yeah, the dogs are inside. I would let Danny back out, but right now because I'm out here, she gets crazy, and so she knocks the whole fence over. She's getting so big, you guys. She's getting huge. If you guys go and follow me on Instagram, you guys will get to see. You'll get to see her. She is a big dog. She is really funny. We took her fishing the other day, and she's super funny. Hi, Chris. Hey, Jeffrey. How are ya? Yeah, she's huge. She no longer fits under Tonks, like when they're outside playing or whatever. She doesn't fit under his belly anymore. She's like pretty good size next to him. She loves grass. Also, something else we've been doing with her now is where we can go down to the park now, and Sarah and Brandon will get away, like away from us, and then I'll let Danny go, like let her leash go. Everyone's doing good here, Chris. I'll let her leash go, and they call to her, and she runs to them, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll turn her around and she'll come running to me. So it's really cool seeing her getting to that. Hi, Tiffany. So, but yeah, so we are doing really good. I'm trying to keep a check on my phone. It's getting really hot for some reason, and I don't know why. It really shouldn't be getting hot. I know, Charlie, but I don't want to hear it. There's a lot of things out in this world that are bad for you. But honestly, I've had a long couple of days, and wow, my phone is really getting hot. Like, it's boiling hot, and I don't know why. There's no reason for it to get that carried away heat-wise. This isn't even hot right here. I don't know what's going on. Hold on, guys. We're getting the warning message on my phone. Ooh-wee. And it is like, I can barely hold it. It's so scalding hot. I don't know why, though. Like, this, it shouldn't get that hot right here. Probably because the sun was hitting the dash before I covered it. So that could be the reason. I don't know. Try to find something to set it on so that it's not soaking up the heat from the dashboard. Wow, this is just not gonna work for me today. There we go. We'll just take it and hold it. We'll just hold it. How's that? Yeah, it cooled off as soon as I took it off there. So, there we go. We'll go by that. I wish there was a way for me to like hook this up on here. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Probably not. But that'd be nice if I could. But yeah, I had it's the heat coming off the actual dash that was heating up the phone. But, wow, I am covered in cat hair. Tonks, you're letting all the flies in. Go inside. Go on. He's just holding the net open. Letting every fly in the world inside the house. And that magnet does not work on the bottom. It does not ever stick back together. So I'm waiting for the wind to catch it and get it to stick back together. But it's not. So all the flies are just going to go in because Tonks held the whole door open. So now the thing is stuck to the other part. But anyway, you guys, it has been absolutely gorgeous. We're going to actually go down to the river here in a little bit. Gemma, how are you? And we are going to go fishing for a while because it is gorgeous out. But I think what I'm going to do today is do something a little bit different. I'm going to set the actual tent up this time. So I'm going to set the tent up down there. We're going to set our chairs up in there, set up our ice chest, like actually make it comfortable in there. This way we actually have a way to get out of the sun and then just relax and fish. We tried to fish over the thing the other day onto the side by the dam. However, we ran into an issue. They kept opening the dam, so the water kept rushing really fast. Thanks. Huh? I'm okay. What? We're doing good. I think that's what you're asking, Gemma. Yeah, we're doing good. But anyway, we ended up moving spaces. I think the last time I live streamed with you guys, meant to say how, I know, that's what I was like, wait a second. I knew it, I was like, it took me a minute. I can barely see the text, so I had to like really look. But I was like, I think you mean how are you? But you guys, I don't know if I if I live streamed when we were at the new space. I think we did. But, the lady that was across the street from us, so there was a lady across the street from us at the other space that had the trees and the shade and whatnot. She kept coming over and like banging on the back of the RV to point out that my dogs were playing. Or to come over and be like, they're digging a hole because they're hot. Okay, the door is open. My RV door, by the way, you guys, is always open. The dogs can come in and out whenever they want. and then they've got the play yard. And she kept banging on the side of the RV every time the dogs would come out to go play. The people that were there before us poured, and we found out from the office, they did pour their cooking grease into the ground there. The whole time that they were living there, I guess they'd been there for 4 months, they would pour out their cooking grease onto the floor out there. So that was the reason the dogs kept digging over there. So that was good to find out that it wasn't because my dogs are just diggers. It was because they could smell the food. And so they were digging holes in 2 and 3 different spots that they kept finding that they kept digging holes on. And it was because the other people poured their cooking grease there. We went ahead and poured bleach. They're trying to like get rid of the smell, and they kept doing it. You broke your hand yesterday, Caitlin. Got into an argument with my, and we almost, oh no. Jiminy's, girl, careful. But anyway, so the lady kept coming over, banging on the thing. And then she would come over and get my dogs all worked up. Then she brought over a blanket and threw it over our fence, saying that she was making shade for our dogs. And I was just like, okay, this is really getting on my last nerve. So I went to the office yesterday, and I said, okay, look, we've been over there since the 4th. It's now the 10th at the time. Was it the 10th? My phone. Hold on a second. Not my phone, my watch. Hold on a second. Jesus thing. Go to the main screen. It was the 11th. You can let her out, you guys. Okay. She hears me out here. Okay. Anyway, so we've been there since the 4th in that spot, and it was now at that point the 11th. So it'd been 7 days. And so for a whole week, we just dealt with her. So, Danny, off. Get off the fence. That's why we had her inside. But anyway, so I went over there and I said, is there anything available? Anything at all? I don't even care if it has trees or grass or anything at this point. Like, that's how frustrated I was with this lady. And so she was like, you know, is there a problem? So I told her about the person we're having an issue with. And she's like, oh my gosh, that's Jennifer, and she is a problem. I guess apparently she's been here quite a while. This is coming up her last month allowed to be here 6 months. You can only be here 6 months. And so I guess she goes down to the river or down onto the beaches, and she picks up the trash that, you know, when the wind blows, that makes it out of the trash cans. And then she brings the entire thing of trash to the office and gives it to the office personnel. And she's like, I cleaned up your beaches for you. That kind of person. First of all, if you're going to clean up the beaches, just throw it in the trash can. You don't need to take it to the office and hand it to the people in the office. What are they supposed to do with it? Throw it in the trash can. The maintenance guys will come through and pick it up. They're really good out here, like about keeping everything clean. Like, they're really, really good about it. This place is beautiful. They take really good care of it. Needless to say, she was definitely getting under my skin. So they booked us the spot. She goes, how long do you guys want to be staying here? And I said, right now, I don't know. With the whole COVID thing, we don't really know. So we're not exactly sure, because until Big Bear opens up reservations, we're kind of stuck. And she goes, you know what, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to go ahead and book you out the next 5 months. That space that you're in, that's yours. Nobody else can book that space for 5 months. And I was like, for real? She's like, yep, it's yours. Come in on the 1st, put in the monthly amount for the thing. You don't even have to book it ahead of time. It's yours for the next five months. So you're good to go. If you guys leave before then, you just let us know. Hi, Angel. Happy Easter. Latanya, how are you? Happy Easter. And I am doing great. So we ended up moving over to this space away from her. We actually ended up closer to the bathrooms, which made it really, really nice. Like, honestly, you guys, where I'm sitting, the bathroom's right there, right between these 2 RVs. So that's where that's where the bathrooms are. So that's really, really good. Oh, we got people leaving. Peoples is leaving. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Those guys were down the road from us previously. But yeah, so we're in a really good space. But yeah, so as I'm sitting out here because Sarah and Brandon are inside and they are watching a program, and it's really, really funny, by the way. And they don't really need, you know, everybody like in there. And then on top of that, I'm waiting for that to cool off. So I didn't want to have her mute the program or whatnot while I live streamed. But it's beautiful out today, so we want to go fishing. And we've got a bunch of pork fat that we want to use, so that's what we're going to do. I have a feeling we'll either catch carp, probably carp, And then he didn't start the morning well. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that, Angel. I wish her the best and wish her a quick and speedy recovery from it, and hopefully bounces right back and gets back, into the joys of today. I went to the store really early this morning and got stuff for Sarah to surprise her for Easter morning. Thank you, Jay. So between the two of us, we decided she needed that with everything that's going on and all the stuff that's been happening. She's going through a really rough patch. Her best friend is here with her. He's just been amazing. So she had epilepsy her whole life. Yeah, I hear you there. So her best friend is staying with us here. So it's been a blessing that we needed here. So it's helping her out, kind of keeping her distracted, keeping her mind busy, talking. That's the biggest thing, is talking and conversating and really working on that mental health, which I was talking to you guys about last stream, which is really, really important. You guys need to make sure that you're checking in with yourself, checking in with your doctors. Definitely mentally taking care of yourself. It's so important, especially right now. So she's doing that. And yeah, so I went there this morning and I got her quite a few things. So I got her some face masks and a big painting kit and some of her favorite little treats and whatnot, and surprised her this morning. I even surprised Brandon too, because he mentioned, hey, you know what, I didn't even bring a loofah with me. He wanted a loofah for his shower, and so I was like, I'd remember him saying something about that the other day. So when I went to the store this morning, I got him a loofah and some Starburst jelly beans, because he made a question. He was looking and looking when he was at the store the other day and could not find any Starburst jelly beans. And so I got him Starburst jelly beans and a loofah for his little Easter egg thing. I got him a Easter egg and I stuffed those in there. So he's really, really happy about that. And so he's like, you remember that I mentioned that? And I was like, yeah, it's a mom thing. And so they're very happy this morning. So we're all sitting back. I'm having a very large monster. Yes. And I don't want to hear it from anybody. Yes, they're bad for you. And also, this is the very first one I've had in weeks, like weeks. So, but these dogs, monster. Yes, I'm trying to check that this thing is cooled off enough yet. I mean, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's not scalding hot anymore. But yeah. Trying to let it cool off enough that I can set this back down over there. Here, let's see if we can without my phone getting extremely hot again. Hold on, guys. Why are you falling over? Don't fall over. No. I had it a minute ago and it stayed just fine. I don't know why it doesn't want to stay this time. Maybe like that? Maybe like that. I don't know, but it's not supposed to keep falling over. Hold on. That's supposed to stay like that. Whoop. And that didn't stay over here at all. Oh my goodness, Winnie Bear, stop. Okay, this keeps falling out of my thing, and I don't know why. This never falls. I don't get what's going on all of a sudden. Oh, I think I get it. Right here. Hold on, guys. I gotta move you for a second. Hold on. Okay, you're supposed to clamp underneath there. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, what? Okay, thing. Sorry. For some reason, it is just not wanting to set where this is supposed to set. There we go. Could you just behave yourself for a few moments? There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Jiminy's this thing. Yeah, and Danny's over here having herself a hissy fit. Yeah, I don't know why this doesn't want to stay up like it's supposed to. Like, I don't get it. It's having its own little hissy fit issue going on. And I'm not exactly sure why. I did have this where it would stick like it was supposed to, but it doesn't want to. Okay, let's see here. Let's do something. Okay, I actually stuck it underneath the, we'll see if it actually holds. I doubt that that's gonna hold. These are supposed to suction cup to the window. Let's see. We'll see. Because I wanted you guys not to be like right in the thing. Like it'd be nice if it wasn't like smack up inside of there. Of course not. Denali, stop. I definitely want you guys where I can see your, of course it won't stay. But anyway, so we'll see if it's not going to stay, guarantee you. But I wanted to at least give it a shot of staying right there for the moment. I could actually, no, it's actually only on the bottom right there. Darn. Even if that falls off right there, we'll have that holding that there. There we go. Okay. That way that's not touching and getting the phone hot. But anyway, you guys, we're going to go down to the river for a little bit today. If the wind settles down, because it's actually starting to pick up really good. But I want to be able to set the tent up, and you can't set the tent up if it's super, super windy. And I really don't feel like Sarah having her get any further sunburn than she already is, because she's pretty sunburned. But we want to go fishing, and we want to hopefully catch, like I said, if we throw in that pork, I'm feeling we're going to catch carp, or my goal, I really, really, really want to catch some catfish. I really want some catfish. I've been wanting catfish for weeks now. But yeah, so we want to get everything kind of out of here. We don't really have any extra tackle, which has been kind of the thing that's kind of bitten us in the butt. I've got the hooks, I've got the leaders, I've got the leads all made, everything like that, but we're running into the fact that the river has been moving so fast that any like bait that you use, other than like if you had a good sized lure, any kind of like anchovies or worms or whatnot. Guys, hey, Winnie Bear, leave her alone. Godric, get back inside. Go up, get inside. Winnie Bear, leave it. Sorry, you guys. Like, they get all crazy whenever anybody walks past, like, and Godric, inside right now. Go. Godric, that button pusher thing doesn't work anymore. Godric. The people aren't even here anymore, and he's still barking. They're not even near us anymore. They've already gone down the road and around the RV, and he's still barking. The little push button thing that used to get his attention and get him to stop barking doesn't. Godric! Jiminy's, dude. Someone want to fix the net? It's stuck on the thing again. I need to get a piece of wood and put it there so that magnet quits sticking to that. Talking to me? Yeah, like just go ahead and just fix the net because all the flies are going in. I gotta get that. Yeah, I'm gonna put something there later. Yeah, you gotta get your head out of the way first. Yeah.
Oh,
it's the first one. Yeah, I know. You can't do it that way. It's got to go on the outside. There you go. There it goes. But
I can try with my head through there.
I know, right? But no, I need to go and get a piece of wood to put on our step, because our step, apparently the back piecing of it is metal. So the magnet keeps sticking to that piece of metal. But the other thing does not work anymore. He barks at everything again. And I think he's realized the thing doesn't actually physically hurt him. He just doesn't like the sound of it. So he just continues barking. And so we're running into a big issue with him continuing to bark at everything. And we've noticed, Winnie Bear, be nice. We noticed the other day when we put Godric up in the kennel, and this sounds rude, we put Godric in the kennel. We wanted to test this out. So we kind of did each dog in turn. We don't worry about Tonks barking at anything, but we put Godric in the kennel the other day and just let Winnie Bear and Danny and Tonks be outside, like just free to roam. And people walked past, people with their dogs, nothing. We didn't get any barking from anybody. Then we let Godric back out, and all the barking ensued. That meant Winnie Bear, the puppy, and Godric would get all barking. He's the initial instigator. He'll be inside, and he'll hear something or think he hears something, and he starts growling. And then he starts doing this low noise, which then gets the other dog's attention, and they all come outside and start barking. He'll stand at the step and bark. Then if he sees what he thinks he's heard, then he runs outside and starts barking. But he's the one that instigates and gets it all going. Then we tested it out. So we said, okay, well, sometimes Winnie Bear's the one that's out here barking. So we put her in and let just Danny and Godric and Tonks outside. And of course, all the barking because Godric's outside. So removing Winnie Bear didn't stop anything. Then we did the same thing. We put Danny up and just let the other dogs out, and it was a lot. Godric, go lay down. It's a lady walking past with her dog. Will you guys put Godric in the kennel, please? Stop. Get inside. Get in there. Sorry, guys. Like, people just want to be able to walk past with their dogs and go on their walk. And Danny, Denali, you leave it. It's a pup. Winnie Bear, come on. Winnie Bear. Winnie Bear. No. All right, come on, inside. Get in there. Go. Go. Denali. Get inside right now. Get inside. Get in there. Sorry guys, give me a second. I'm trying to put all of them inside the house because everybody's getting out for the morning. And they are all gonna lose their minds. Godric is still barking inside the RV, by the way. But yeah, so made them all go back inside and lay down. But the biggest thing is whenever he gets going, it gets everybody going. And so we're running back into the same problem we had initially. So I don't know. I'm waiting for word on when Taylor's supposed to get done with things and when he's supposed to be heading back out here. Because hopefully, crossing our fingers, he's able to get the apartment that he wants to get. And if that works out, then we won't have to worry about trying to make room in the RV for him. If he's able to get the apartment that he wants to get, then he can go ahead and come pick up Godric. And then Godric can be with him. Which would be even better. It'd be better for Godric in the long run, but it'd be better for everybody in the long run. Sarah has plans for herself, for her and her bestie. They're going to be roommating, so we are hoping that that will work out. And so we're just waiting for all that stuff to get approved, so that way she can take Winnie Bear. Then it'll just be myself, Tonks, and Danny here in the RV, which will make things, one, a whole lot easier, and two, it won't be cramped anymore. And we won't have all the dogs here, and Danny won't be learning to be so fence aggressive with everybody just because the other dogs initiate it. Godric especially. Tonks doesn't. Tonks will come and run outside and look, but he doesn't bark at anything. Like Tonks just doesn't bark at stuff. Now Tonks will bark if you come up on the fence. Like if you are somebody he doesn't know and you come approach the fence and I'm inside and I don't see you come up, he will bark at you to kind of ward you off. But Danny she barks at whenever the other dogs initiate it. So if they start barking, like if Winnie Bear sees something and barks, or if Godric barks, then she'll bark because she thinks you're supposed to. But she doesn't initiate the barking. She never has. She'll sit out here and just watch things. If she's by herself outside, she'll see people walking around. Wow, that is a beautiful lab. He's gorgeous. He's just chilling outside. Man, that Montana is beautiful. But you guys, happy Easter, and hope everybody has like a seriously good day. I'm actually going to be sewing today. Went and got my sewing machine the other day. I'm going to sew some face masks for us so that when we go out, we'll have that. And it's okay, just an FYI for people if you're watching this. The face masks do not protect you from getting sick. They protect other people from your germs. So if you were to cough or sneeze or whatever, it catches it in your mask. It doesn't share your germs out to people. That's the one big point. The other point, please stop wearing gloves. Please. It's disgusting. If you go and watch some of the videos, they show you what happens when you wear the gloves and what people are doing. They're using gloves they put the gloves on, and then they go through the store and they touch everything. Well, now you've touched this item, but then you put that item down and you picked up this item. So now whatever was on that item, you've now spread to this item. Then they touch their face with these nasty gloves. And then they go through and they touch their steering wheel, they touch their car door, they touch the cart, they touch other items, whatnot. Then they reach in their purse and they grab out their wallet with these gloves on that are now contaminated. When all you need to do is go do your shopping, avoid touching your face while you're shopping, and have some of this handy dandy stuff in your bag. Put some on your hands and keep shopping. Like when we go, I'll go into the store and I'll put some of this on my hands, you know, and then I'll put some on my hands, and then I grab the little napkin thing and I wipe down the cart. Then I put a little more on my hands and then I start shopping. I get a few things, I put a little more on, right? So that way, after a couple of touches of stuff, I want to make sure my hands are sanitized again. But here's the thing. Don't go to the store grabbing and looking at stuff and then putting it back. Go in with a plan. So if you know what you need and you know what you need to get, go in and get just those needed items, right? So you go in, you get what you need, you grab the things that you're looking for. Don't touch a bunch of stuff. You want to visually check, like if you're getting like fruits and veggies from produce, take a really good visual look. I know that there are some things that you really want to make sure you grab it and check it to make for ripeness. But in this time right now, just avoid that. Look at it. You know, especially if you've been shopping long enough, you kind of know what you're looking for in the color of a fruit. It's, you know, you can look at it and see what it looks like. Now, if you pick something up and it looks good and then you pick it up and it's got a hole in the other side or whatnot, then I get that if you don't decide to keep that. But try to avoid picking and grabbing fruits and veggies out of the things and sticking them back over and over again, right? Try to avoid that. It's just, you know, minimize that usage. But yeah, don't wear gloves, you guys. Like, I don't know who came up with the thought that gloves needed to be worn. Nurses and them wear gloves in between patients, right? So they wear the gloves during a treatment of a patient. Then they remove those gloves and throw them away in the room that the patient is in before leaving, washing their hands, leaving, and going to the next room. They do not wear this same set of gloves between patients. You shouldn't be using the same set of gloves between aisles and items and whatnot when you're shopping. Just don't do that. It's disgusting. And we saw a thing the other day where a guy had his gloves on and it was online. Somebody posted it and he's holding his glove in his mouth so he can finish texting. He'd been shopping with those gloves on. He had his shopping cart filled, and he had taken off one of the gloves, hung it in his mouth, and is texting with his bare hand while holding his phone with his other gloved hand. Can we not do that? Like, can we just not do that? It's disgusting. You're just safer and better off your hands, okay? Wash your hands, wash your hands. The gloves are, I guess, it's a false sense of security that people are doing. Yeah, it's disgusting, Angel. It's so gross. Just wear your face mask and don't wear gloves, guys. The gloves aren't doing you anything. They're not doing anything for you. In fact, you're contaminating more things by wearing them. So stop doing it. I saw somebody the other day driving their car with gloves on. What exactly is in your car that, like, it's your car. You're the one that's handling your car. You're the one wiping it down, keeping it clean. It's your vehicle. It's got your germs in it. Why are you driving it with gloves on? Please someone explain this to me. But yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, this wind needs to die down because it is starting to pick up. And I'm not happy about that because I really, really want to go fishing today. One, we need to because we need to use the pork fat. But I'm really hoping that the river is not, you know, trucking at like 50 miles an hour still, because that is a problem we are running into big time. Every time we cast out, it rips the bait right off the line because the current is moving so fast. It just rips the bait off the line. Yeah. We've tried every which way that you can think of to bait it with the hooks, but when the water is moving that fast, that's like trying to whitewater a freaking fish. I mean, it's just not going to happen. Not with squishy, you know, actual fleshy bait. It's just going to get ripped down current. And that's the problem we've been running into, is that we were down there the other day. We were actually by the dam. I should have taken some pictures, but we were right by the dam, and we were casting in, and our bait would get ripped off almost immediately. And then we were all down there. We had Danny with us, and the water all of a sudden came rising up really fast, like real fast. Usually, like if you're down in town or whatnot and you go to the river, you watch the water slowly rise. You know, you can kind of dictate like whenever you're going to pick up your chairs and move them or whatever. We ended up ankle deep in water in seconds, like seconds. And I was like, what the heck? And so we kind of moved up the hill, and the water just kept coming up. And I was like, what the heck? And then it kind of leveled out for a minute, didn't move, and then it went back down. We realized that they had just opened the dam. So they opened the dam, because we're right there. Of course, you get that first initial rush of water because you're closer to the dam. And then as the water moves down river, it pulls that big gush of water. It's kind of when you fill up a bathtub, all the water pulls in that one spot first and then kind of moves across the bathtub. It's that same effect. So that's what happened. And so we were out there, and they did that 3 separate occasions. So every time they did that, the water picks up and moves even faster. So they kept opening and closing the dam, adjusting water, and it just kept on ripping our bait off the line. So our hope is today when we get down there, we went swimming yesterday, but we're hoping that when we go down there today that the water will be kind of at its normal steady pace, which isn't like, it's fast, but it's not super fast. Like you can float the river like that. I would not have in the past couple of days floated the river. One, you would have been booking it. And if you weren't paying attention, you'd miss your cutout area, because it was moving so fast. So hopefully, wow, a lot of people are leaving. There was a whole rush of people that got here yesterday. Like, I think we saw about 30 new RVs come in yesterday. It was pretty cool. We had a really, really sweet looking one that came in last night. It was a Class C, like Barb. Gorgeous. I mean, this thing was gorgeous. And they were hauling a bass boat on the back of it. And the boat matched the RV paint job. Like their paint jobs were matching paint jobs. And oh my gosh, so flipping beautiful. Here's my thing. Once I get a chance to get Barbara painted, I think when Barbara's painted, you know, you kind of file out her dents and stuff like that. She's got some dings and whatnot. We get those filed out, retrim her up, and get her painted. She's going to be beautiful. She's an old girl, right? She's old. And I need to also go down and get transmission fluid. We're noticing that she is definitely slow to the take when it comes to giving her gas. You give that gas and she's just like climbs forward, like she crawls forward. Once she gets going, once she's moving, she's moving. And she picks up speed real fast. But it's a matter of getting her momentum forward. Once she's her momentum's trucking forward, she's going. We moved her real easy yesterday. So yeah, once I get her painted, oh my God. I think once she's all painted on the outside, I need to get the finishing paint done on the inside. Right now, she's got all that primer. And if you know anything about primer, it holds everything. Every little dust speck, everything. The dogs coming in and out here in the desert, my white primer stuff is no longer white. We have a very funky, yellowy, brown, stained everything. Like everything. And it's from the dogs coming in and out, rubbing against the sides, touching the cabinetry, stuff like that. Everything has got this funky dust color. And I hate it. Like, I absolutely hate it. Also, with having the dogs, we have run into another issue. The hardwood floor is constantly dirty. Like, I sweep that floor probably 8, 9 times, maybe 10 times a day. And then on top of that, we keep mopping, but it does absolutely no good. By the end of the night, if you're in there walking around, your feet are black. So we're having to scrub our feet before going to bed every night, which is fine. I mean, you should be scrubbing your feet anyway, but the flooring is horrendous. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to fix that problem. Not exactly sure yet. If anybody's got any ideas, I mean, literally we have the smallest section of hardwood, but is like the biggest headache. Oh my God, little King Charles Spaniels. It's an absolute headache. And I don't know what else to try with it, you know what I mean? So yeah. And then you take off your socks and shoes and you go to walk around and you're just stepping on rocks and dirt and sand and it's like sticking to your feet and it's like horrible. And you're just like, what the heck? It's gritty, it's gross, and I hate it. Walking on carpet isn't much better because carpet holds on to everything. So we don't want to carpet it, but we want to find a solution that's going to work for kind of helping out with the whole carrying dirt issue. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here because I'm going to go take and get down to that river and hopefully everything will die down a bit and then we can go fishing. So maybe I'll bring you guys along later on today. And if we catch something, we'll live stream it. You guys are amazing and have a very happy Easter. And we'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye.